Welcome back to Becoming the Booker, where we are booking Purpose Wrestling based in London to see if we can grow the British wrestling scene that little bit more. Usually based in a library on a Friday. We are based in a library, but on a Saturday at the moment, as we are looking forward to our second event, Twisted Transistor, looking to further our title tournament and move on. I'll see who moves on to the semi-finals of the men's and women's tournament and see who can get off the mark in the tag team tournament. If you're enjoying what you're seeing throughout this video, please hit that subscribe and like button. It will help very nicely. So you join us on the 7th of September, Saturday, as mentioned. We have changed things a little bit slightly. We were initially looking to book one show per month. We've now changed that to two to save on the simming time, and each show will only be an hour and a half in length rather than 2 hours. So it means that we can shorten some of the matches to make sure we get quality over quantity is what we're aiming at tonight. So giving the night off, we are permitting nobody the night off once again, because we want to make sure that our morale is kept high. Venue or location, we're just going to choose a generic venue in southern England. Broadcasters, because we have some news, we are broadcasting on demand on YouTube. We'll go through some of those details later on, because we have 100% of the revenue generated from the deal is going straight to us, into our pockets. So we will use YouTube as the broadcaster using this selection. Are you sure you want to use it? We continue, are committed. Yes. And booking team meeting. We've got a new CEO as well. Richard Wright has come in as the owner and is now added to the booking team. And we are generating 53 creative energy. When added to the C, we already stood, takes us to 69. Nice. It requires 30 because we're at an hour and a half, so 20 per hour. For basic booking creativity, which has automatically been deducted, which means our final score is now at 39. We can click here for breakdowns of everything. If you're interested in that, please pause and have a look. But we've got no creative energy to spend, unfortunately. So there's no team meeting. Locker room incidents. Madman Manson and Joey Hayes have apparently bonded recently, both being professional and both currently happy. Head women's trainer Jim Hunter ran pre-show training on basics and safety for 6 students, and head men's trainer Dave Mastis pre-show training for basics and safety for 7 students. So we've got a good 13 wrestlers being trained at the moment in time. And that is all the locker room incidents for the second show. Addressing the locker room. Again, I don't think we want to inspire just yet. Meddling isn't there. We don't want to call anyone out. We don't want to stage an intervention. We're not firing anybody. Let's have another team bonding and see if we can strengthen some of these bonds in the back room. And indeed, it has strengthened the relationship between Rod Lyas and Sky Smithson, Chuck Mambo, Rob Lyas, Danny Duggan and Sky Smithson, and Dave Mastiff and Rob Lyas. My speech is wonderful. We've held the team bonding meeting. Everything is good. Let's get to booking. So, booking the show. Again, same as last time. We're going to put all the matches in, then fiddle around with results and where everything will be. So, first match we're going to put in today will be Big T Justice making his Purpose Wrestling debut, as will be Danny Duggan in a singles match in the tournament quarterfinals for the men's title. And we'll change that too, because we're at shorter, we might be able to put it at 12. We'll put it at 12. We'll then add another match, another singles match in the men's, where we will have Big Dave Mastiff and Vegas. Am I being blind? Frankie Vegas. I didn't write the full name down. And we'll put that at 12 minutes as well. Frankie Vegas might not have the stamina. Frankie, what's your stamina, friend? We'll have a quick look. Yeah, his stamina's at 50. We'll put that down to 9-minute match. There we go. Plus, it's Dave Mastiff, so he doesn't need a long time. We will also add another match as we have another one-on-one match. We'll get the 2 women's matches booked now. We'll have Zoe Lucas and Lana Austin in this match. And we'll save that one. We'll see if we can run that a little bit longer. We can do. Good. And in the other singles match, we have Sky Smithson and we have Zaya Brookside, who at the minute, according to our last show, remember, she's being mocked backstage a little bit for portraying mannerisms of Lana Austin. So that could be interesting. Can we get that up a little bit longer? We can. So we're getting some... we're at 55 minutes at the moment. It's between 68 and 112. But we still have 2 more matches. And it is 2 tag matches in the tag round robin tournament. Now, I need to remember who is in what tag team again. So we have the NIC and the Hunters in a match today. So let's get the Hunters in because they should be quite easy because it's Jim Hunter and it is Lee Hunter. There we are. And they are facing Charlie Carter and Oisin Delaney of the NIC. I think that's Oisin. I don't think there's any... Owen's probably going to turn up and going to tell me how to say that name properly. But at the moment, I don't know. But we have that match in there. We'll make that a 10-minute match because they went quite long last time in the tag matches. In the other match, we have Sunshine Machine against Purge. So let's add our last match in here. Again, we can reorder this at a different point. So Sunshine Machine, we have Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper going against Crowbar and Steve James. So Crowbar, no, that's Joey Hayes. Crowbar and Stevie James. And we can save that one. Maybe try sending this a little bit longer. Book segment. So we currently have 84 minutes of wrestling across 6 matches, which is kind of nice. And we want to put some angles in and also plan the actual matches and put them in an order that makes sense. So looking at our plans, we want to add an angle. We want to have a... which way do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do it this way. So we want a Francisco coming doing Francisco things. No, not Francisco. Francisco. Post match. Post Mastiff. I'll just put it because I know that we're very limited here. So we will have it as 5 minutes. And it will be an in the ring, and it will be a storyline development. We will have David Francisco as the attacker and Dave Mastiff as the victim. Oh, not subject of video, victim. That's what we want. As Francisco takes advantage of a tired Mastiff, tells him he should not be given any more chances at gold, and he will make sure he doesn't win the men's tournament, title tournament, before hitting Mastiff with a cheap shot and rolling out of the ring. There we go. Save details there. we'll have part 1. We'll shuffle these parts actually. Maybe. Yeah, because we can move them upwards. So, attack. And that can be a short 2 minutes. Save details. And then add new part. Move it upward. Talking. And that can be David Francisco cutting a promo. What do we want that on? Yeah, cutting a promo. Add. And Dave Mastiff is a non-speaking appearance. Winding absorber. Go sit in a corner, think about what you've done for 10 minutes, and we'll see you soon. Save details there. So we got talking and then the attack. That talking can be for 4 minutes. So that then should be 6 minutes. Cool. Best way to deal with them, mate. Because if it is an actual person, then they get a chance to come back. And we want one more, unless you're talking about that. And then we have another angle. Who do you think? No, wait. Do you know who I am? Question mark. If. Yeah, exactly. If. And this will be Harley Hudson doing a cutting a promo, and Lana Austin will be a non-speaking appearance. This will be scripted, so we don't trust anybody. Talking in Scouse. And that'll be in the ring, and it will be a storyline development, which we might change the other one. Harley Hudson comes to the ramp and cuts a promo on Lana Austin after her victory. The crowd answer with what? Yep. Chants as they struggle to understand her strong Scouse accent. That's what would happen, right? That sounds very much right. And that can be 4 minutes. Book that segment. Would you like to? Yes. And then we'll also have one more angle. There might be quite a few workers in this. Post match beatdown. So beat down there, and this can be 4 minutes, and it can be a storyline development maybe. But we're gonna have Chuck Mambo and TK. Oh no, Chuck Mambo as a victim. Update. TK Cooper also as a victim, and then we're gonna have Purge. So we want Crowbar as the attacker, and Stevie James as an attacker. The heels being dastardly heels, along with Danny Hope. And Joey Hayes. So, following the purges. Thank you, friend. I'm writing things. Following the Purge's loss. I've just been given food. Amazing. Following the Purge's loss to Sunshine Machine, they jealously beat down the victors and are swiftly joined by the models as they team up to attack Sunshine, to attack Chuck and Cooper. There we go. Writing things. Save details there. This can be a little bit longer because it can be. Book segment. So now we just need to order everything and pick our winners. We're at 100 minutes, which is absolutely fine. And we want to make sure that we get things ordered. So last time we had a tag team match as the main one. What I might do is put Dave Mastiff and Frankie Vegas on there, which means the Francisco promo has to move up to what's a main event angle. We can put this here. No, we can put this one here. No, not there. So what I'm thinking is we open with the Hunter Brothers and NIC. No, we don't. We open with... Oh, we can still do that. Oh, no. This needs to go all the way up to after the Lana Austin match. And that can be... So our opening match then will be Sunshine Machine against the Purge. Then a post-match beatdown of Sunshine Machine. Then Big T Justice versus Danny Duggan. The Hunter Brothers versus NIC. Zoe Lucas versus Lana Austin. With Harley Hudson coming out, running out, "Do you know who I am?" promo. And then Sky Smithson versus Zaya Brookside. Dave Mastiff versus Frankie Vegas before Francisco comes out and chats nonsense to Mastiff, only like Francisco can do. So our time is good. We're not being penalized. We're at 84% wrestling, which is okay. So Sunshine Machine versus The Purge. Road Agent notes. Victor this time will be Chuck Mambo, giving the second match win in the tournament to Sunshine Machine. This will try to lift the crowd, and it will be a clean win as a pinfall finish. Yeah. And that will work quite nicely. Do we put it as an eye candy match? No, that's a women's one. No, we'll just do it as a lift the crowd. Lift the crowd is right because it's the opening match. Book segment. Post-match beatdown we've got. We then get Big T Justice and Danny Duggan. And the victor in this one, if I go back to my plans page, will be... So it's the victor will be... I believe it's, yes, Danny Duggan will get the win in a work the crowd match. This will be a keep strong. So we'll look to keep Big T Justice strong in a clean win as a pinfall finish. Book that segment. Then the Hunter Brothers versus NIC. Notes, we will have the victor being Oishin Delaney as the NIC get on the board. We will have this as a... well, Brawl can be exciting. These matches struggle to go more than 15 minutes without losing the crowd. All that match is automatically used. Used in a match 2 and does not need to be manually added. Do we have a wild brawl? Just having a look. No, we've got a thing in 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll have a wild brawl. No, yeah, we'll have a wild brawl here, which is fine. And Ocean Delaney is a victor in a clean win, pinfall finish. Book segment. Zoe Lucas and Lana Austin will then be in a match with the victor being Lana Austin in a regular match. Oh, we don't need to make that one again. And it will be a clean pinfall finish. Fine, we'll do a submission finish. We'll mix it up a little bit. Book that segment. And Sky Smithson and Zaya Brookside. Now, this is what we had before, and this is where the second to last match now will have to be a storytelling match. The victor will be Sky Smithson, and it will be a clean win in another pinfall finish. And then we have Mastiff versus Frankie Vegas. This will be the victor, Dave Mastiff, in a Steal the Show match. This will be a clean win, pinfall finish. And what if we have this? No, we can't have this as a can this be a domination? No, we don't want a domination. That should work quite nicely. Doesn't really have... Fine, we'll shorten it down a little bit. Frankie Vegas is slowly turning in fact, you know what? Domination, Dave Mastiff. Book segment. There we go. So we're at 84%, 97 minutes, which is just over an hour and a half, which should be nice. We don't have any booking analysis, which is fine. So let us then get to the results of our second show, Twisted Transistor. As we start the show, first up then, Sunshine Machine against The Purge. So about that's decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Sunshine Machine defeated The Purge in 15 minutes 10 when Chuck Mambo pinned Stevie James. The match was designed to lift the crowd and was part of the tag team title tournament. Wrestling rating 28, segment rating 28, and some good performances once again all round from our tag team division. So The Purge had a Stevie James, well, Crowbar had a rating of 24, Stevie James of 29. We then had ratings from TK Cooper of 29 and Chuck Mambo of 31. So some good ones there. And we had the Sunshine and Model storyline advanced with this segment and gain heat. TK Cooper was off his game. However, the commentary quality lifted the match, and the match got the show off to a strong start. So this is good. I forget who's on commentary. I think it's me and somebody else. Next segment. Following the Purge's loss to Sunshine Machine, they jealously beat down the victors and are swiftly joined by the models as they team up to attack Chuck and Cooper. And it's advanced the segment but lost heat, which isn't good. But the commentary lifted it. Color commentary gave the segment a boost, and the angle got the crowd over. Segment rating of 17. Next segment match, Big T Justice versus Danny Duggan. That had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Danny Duggan defeated Big T Justice in 12:25 by pinfall. The match was designed to work the crowd as part of the men's world title tournament. Big T Justice had a ring rating of 21. So we can put that into our spreadsheet of spreadsheets. And Danny Duggan had a match rating of 32. I've just realized I didn't put Frankie Vegas's in before. Oh, because they've not had a match yet, that's why. So wrestling rating of 16. Dragged in the middle, lack of flow. Good commentary. Match was poorly placed. Crowd were already hot. Didn't need working. So it lowered the segment rating to 16, but wrestling rating of 26. Next up then, the Hunter Brothers versus the NIC. Wild Brawl had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. The NIC defeated the Hunter Brothers in 9:49 when Delaney pinned Lee Hunter. The Hunters only got ratings of 15 there, which is a lot lower than what they got last time, but I think it's just down to the match type. NIC, Charlie Carter 22, Oisin Delaney 23. So a little bit of a weird one after some good ratings in their first one, but I think it's my use of the Wild Brawl, so that's my fault rather than theirs. And again, commentary lifted the match and gave it a boost. Segment rating of 17, so the open is definitely there. Crowd is still hot though, which is good to see. 103 people as well in Southern England, so an increase there. Next segment then, Zoe Lucas versus Lana Austin in what is a great segment rating of 24. Lana Austin defeated Zoe Lucas by submission as a part of the women's title tournament. Zoe Lucas getting a rating of 28 and Lana of 31, giving a good segment rating and good wrestling there, and a couple of starts to their rosters. I do love how Lana Austin is a face here, and she's the Queen of Mean gimmick, which is fine. But it got the crowd hotter, and it's a white hot crowd, and the good commentary lifted the match. And then our final match then of the... Oh no, it's not our final match. We get a segment from Harley Hudson, who comes to the ramp and cuts a promo on Lana Austin. The crowd answer with what? Chants as they struggle to understand a strong Scouse accent. Segment rating of 10. Probably didn't make things better. Sky Smithson versus Zaya Brookside. Sky Smithson getting the win with a rating of 27. Zaya with 21. Good segment rating of 20. Dragged in the middle with the lack of flow being noticeable. However, both started their gimmicks. One poor, one adequate. So not too great there. And now, I believe, it is our main event, at least wrestling-wise, as we have a 5 minutes 35 match won by Dave Mastiff over Frankie Vegas with a cannonball. Dave Mastiff getting a rating of 36 in a segment rating of 23, so definitely right in getting him to dominate that. Good wrestling, a decent crowd, as the crowd are very hot throughout, which leads then to the final segment where David Francisco comes out, confronts Dave Mastiff, tells him he should not be given any more chances at gold, and he'll make sure he doesn't win the men's title tournament, before hitting Mastiff with a cheap shot and rolling out of the ring. So good, a decent rating of 18 in comparison to other promos that we've had. But David Francisco clearly enjoyed having the freedom of going off script and performed very well, which is good to know. So then, as we finish the show, let's see what we have. So we have an overall rating of 23, so much better than our last show. Again, led by our tag team division, Sunshine Machine and The Purge, with a match rating of 28, is certainly something to keep an eye on, because that's twice now that unexpected, well, kind of expected to be fair, because it has got quite a good strength in depth in that tag team division, but they have pretty much stolen the show with the opener of 28 there. Good performances from Lucas, good performances in the match with Mastiff and Vegas, although mainly coming from Mastiff. So let us finish the show. We'll address the locker room and we'll look to see who we can praise. So in that one, we had... I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything across right. So Zoe Lucas lost, I believe. As I look, yes, Zoe Lucas lost, but she put in a good performance. So Zoe Lucas, compliment her on a good performance. And also in the tag team division, Stevie James put in a good 29 performance, so you can compliment them on a good performance, and they are now both pleased. See, this is great. Financial report. We lost 3,565. That's a lot more than I thought. Refers to all income from broadcasters other than pay-per-view revenue. We got 0 on pay-per-view rate. It's on demand and we got 0. We lost 3,565. Popularity recap. We've grown! Southern England from 10 to 11. That's what we want to see. And apparently we kind of grew across all 6 areas, although not enough to move up a point within those. We've now completed that and can move on to the next phase. So then that is our second show complete. Twisted Transistor is done. And next up, we'll be planning for our next September event, Know Your Enemy. But in the meantime, if you've liked this content, please leave a like and subscribe at the bottom and ring that bell to make sure you're getting notified for the next video that will be coming up soon. Thank you for joining, and I'll speak to you again down the road.